Hey, it's Andrew Shackleton from Royal LePage Willie Realty. I'm fixing my ceiling today. Gonna give my viewers a little bit of an exercise in plaster and lath construction. Here we are in my house, my kitchen, 1889 farmhouse. I had drain line from my sink rot out. It was copper. It's a problem with these older homes. The copper drain line rots out over time because wastewater is acidic. Anyways, two choices. I could smash holes in the ceiling from below to repair it, or tear up my floor upstairs. By far, this was the far cheaper alternative. I've got all these holes in the ceiling because I had to pass the pipe through, what, 6 or 7 joists. So everywhere there was a joist, I had to get into the ceiling to pass the piping through. Anyways, it's all buttoned up now. The drain's fine, but I've got to repair the damage. What you're looking at right there in that big hole, that's metal lath. This stuff is used 50s, 60s, even into the 70s. You can still buy the lath, no problem at all. It actually works quite a bit better than the wood stuff you see all around it. That's the more typical construction you'll see in older homes. Anyways, long story short, you make sure that the lath is all tight, that your plaster has got good key, that it's attached to it well. And once you've got all that stuff in place, as you see, I've still got some holes I got to patch with the lath. I'll be using a bonding agent that allows the new plaster to bond to this old plaster. There'll be 3 coats, and when that's all done, the ceiling's going to look fantastic. So anywhere where your wood lath is being removed for repairs, you can use this metal stuff instead, or you can use the wood. You can buy small strips of wood, 1 inch by a quarter thick, and you nail those to your joists or your studs. Same thing goes with this metal lath. It's really, really sharp. You need a big set of cutters to cut it, and you just snip along like that, cut out your chunk, and this gets screwed or nailed to your joists or your studs again. I use galvanized nails. I don't want this to rust out 50 years down the road. The new homeowner's got to deal with that. So galvanized, and then to really make stuff good, I took this nice staple gun, and anywhere where I had exposed wood lath, I popped staples in too to hold this metal lath really, really tight. This is a product called Durabond 90. It's a gypsum plaster based product. It's got a retardant in it, so it gives you about an hour's working time, maybe 45 minutes. I've got sand with it here, a bag of sand. It's because when you put plaster up, there's 3 different coats. There's what's known as a scratch coat, which is your first coat. That's what goes up against the lath and gives that mechanical adhesion. Then there's a second coat, again with sand in it, and then you've got a final finish coat, and I'm going to use this Durabond with that with no sand. And that gives you your nice smooth hard finish. Another product I've got here too, it's called Plaster Bonder. And this stuff is a latex based product you paint on your existing plaster and lath, and it gives this stuff really, really good adhesion. Okay, here we go. We're mixing up the second coat. I got, I don't know, 1/3 of a tub here of sand, dumping that in. Now, for my scratch coat, I was mixing Durabond and sand 50-50. And now you go to your second coat, you use a little bit less sand, a little bit more Durabond, and then your final coat, you're going to be using pure Durabond. So I'm good there. Got that in. Throw this in the tub. Nasty stuff. If you were doing this a lot, you probably want to be wearing a mask. Got that mixed. We're just going to start putting water in. Okay, here we go. I'll be throwing some mud up on the ceiling. And here is the completed repair. This is a coat of straight Durabond 90. It turned out fantastic. I'm absolutely happy. Just got to keep the surface wet for a couple hours because the thinner parts will dry out if there's not enough moisture in the air, just because you've got some areas where it's merging with the paint and the existing plaster. But I'm completely stoked at how well this product worked. There's my 1889 ceiling all patched up. You know, it's all about doing stuff around your house. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching. You want real estate help? Give me a call, Andrew Shackleton, 226-600-1548. Kitchener-Waterloo's best realtor.